Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Summit High School's principal, Sarah Lamb. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the administration of Summit High School, we'd like to welcome our families, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2020. We're honored to have you here as our guests to celebrate the accomplishments and successes of this class.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We would like to introduce Assistant Principal Greg Glass.
Tonight, we are honored to have the Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Schools, Dr. Lee Webb, Williamson County School Board members, Dr. Dan Cash and Mr. Elliott Mitchell, Summit High School's administration, Principal Mrs. Sarah Lamb, and Assistant Principals Dr. Kimberly Eaton, Dr. Joel Mason, Dr. Milton Nettles, and I to present our graduates their diplomas. At this time, we want to introduce Assistant Principal Dr. Milton Nettles.
At this time, we would like to honor those who are serving, have served, or will be serving in the United States military. Class of 2020 graduates, if you are joining the United States military after graduation, please stand in your place of residence and wait to be honored. Any guests who are viewing and are currently serving in the United States military, please stand in your place of residence and wait to be honored. Any guests who have previously served in the United States military, please stand in your place of residence and wait to be honored. We thank you all for your selfless service to our country. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Kimberly Eaton.
Our keynote speaker for the class of 2020 is funny, a great storyteller, an expert in his field, and a constant voice of inspiration for graduating seniors at Summit High School. With a career characterized by high expectations for himself and his students, expertise in instruction, leadership, and building strong connections with students and families, his unique motivational style continues to be a catalyst for student success at Summit High School. It is my honor to introduce to you the class of 2020 elected keynote speaker, Mr. Russ Turpin.
Thank you, class of 2020, for selecting me to come up here and say some words as you celebrate your virtual graduation and prepare for the lives that await you. These are strange times. In the midst of a worldwide pandemic that's kept us all at home, I've had lots of time You have too, as evidenced by the number of TikToks being produced, and the full-scale model of Summit that some of you created in Minecraft. At any rate, lots of time to find new ways to avoid sleeping, to manage to somehow watch all of Netflix, and to walk a lot. On these walks, I think, given the unusual nature of the times we're in, I've spent a considerable amount of time thinking about education, teaching from a distance, how much I miss being able to interact with you all daily. One thing this quarantine has taught me, or perhaps reiterated to me, is the importance of what we do in the classroom. The teaching and learning are important, absolutely. But what's also important are the relationships that we forge. You see, my favorite part of being a teacher, besides, of course, the money and the fame, is that when our paths converge with those of our students, we get to travel together on a small stretch of our journeys. We're able to exchange invaluable lessons with one another through these relationships that we build. And in many ways, over the course of this journey, through our shared challenges and triumphs, you actually teach us far more than we could ever hope to teach you. So today I was hoping to open with some of those lessons that you have taught me. We might as well begin with the value of the pink plastic flamingo, especially as it relates to the commodification of American society and, well, the entire religion that some of you created based on an essay prompt. Second, just how powerful a femur must be in order to derail a locomotive full of children. This is really important stuff. That tigers produce 16 gallons of urine a day. Given the recent popularity of the Tiger King, I think that whole discussion was way ahead of its time. Lessons about productivity and time management from a group who called themselves the, quote, fidget winners. By the way, I found your laminated fidget spinner winner poster the other day. It'll soon make its way to the Hall of Fame, or the Wall of Fame, rather. Excellent lessons about character analysis and author's purpose, as evidenced by Gatsby's famous train. I might add a special thanks for that one, as this year's group has continued that tradition. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention the various lessons gleaned through the quote book. On second thought, my boss is here, and you have not officially graduated yet, so let's keep that one a secret for a little bit longer. The lessons about planning ahead with an extra change of clothes. Our trip to Auschwitz last summer was really a once-in-a-lifetime experience in more ways than one. Those lessons about appropriate trash talk procedures in the hallways, that when you say abominations like "Go Tigers," spelled in your weird way, or "Go Vols," the best reply is still, "Go Dogs." Validation that Bon Jovi is in fact the greatest rock band of all time. Tic Tacs are not in fact sugar-free. The location of the Starbucks in every major Central European city. Tobey Maguire is in fact the best Spider-Man. Worst Spider-Man. And of course, the various lessons from your essays, such classic lessons like minions are in fact awesome, how to wrangle a greased watermelon in a swimming pool without drowning, that Russ Turpin, as many of you suspect, might be a witch, and of course the merits of the Somalian government. These kinds of lessons make this job fun. They keep things lively and light in the midst of a rough junior year for many of you. They make us laugh, they bring us together. But you've also taught me some much more serious lessons in our time together. Lessons about the way you've grappled with some really difficult experiences you've had, that you might even have had during our time together. Lessons about finding a voice and using that voice to convey deep truths about life, about colors, about ingrown toenails, about waking up in pain every morning, about barns in your backyard, about the true meaning of family, about friends who passed away too soon, about mental health, about vans your grandparents gave you, or walks with your grandmother, or remembrances of your grandfather. Lessons about strength and perseverance in the face of these difficult experiences, strength and perseverance that seems to be beyond your years. Lessons about vulnerability, that it's okay to cry tears of joy, relief, and pride in the back of a classroom while students publish their exit essays. and lessons about the importance of the relationships that we build in this life, the importance of conversations and windowsills at the end of a hallway at lunchtime, or in coffee shops and buses throughout Europe. The importance of listening to each other, of hearing each other, of caring, really caring about each other. You also taught me, though, or maybe again reminded me, that being comfortable is the enemy of progress. Complacency breeds mediocrity and stagnation. When we are comfortable and complacent, we need people to nudge us out of those comfort zones, because that's where growth and progress truly occur. And really, all of that comes down to choices that we make every day. I'm reminded of Lee from east of Eaton and his search for the true meaning of the word timshel, a Hebrew word found in Genesis. He finds, after a 10-year search, the timshel can be translated into thou mayest. This is an epiphany for Lee, because thou mayest to him indicates a choice, that you may do something. Inherent in that choice is power. The power to choose our own destinies, our own paths in life, the power then to create our own stories, our own mythologies, our own legends. The power perhaps to save ourselves from ourselves. Or, as Lee says, that makes a man great. That gives him the stature of the gods, for in his weakness and his filth and his murder of his brother, he still has a great choice. He can choose his course and fight it through and win. It's this notion of choice and power that comes along with it that I hope you'll carry with you out into the world. You see, today marks the end of one part of your journey. High school's over. You have completed it. To borrow Lee's words, you've chosen your course, you have fought it through, and you have won, as evidenced by the diploma you're about to receive. Another path now awaits. Which path? That's up to you. I know this much, though. If you look back over your path these past few years, it's obvious you have left your mark. Your impact on Summit High School won't soon be forgotten, as your metrics, the GPAs, the ACT scores, the colleges you're going to, the scholarship money you've received, all speak for themselves. And your impact on me won't soon be forgotten either, as evidenced by a t-shirt with an epilepsy-fighting unicorn on it, another shirt advertising Kid Rock for mayor, a rocking chair that sits in the front of my classroom, and the Keurig that sits behind my desk, reminding me just how important those relationships are, just how important it is to push ourselves out of our comfort zones, just how important you are for the impact you've had on this allegedly balding middle-aged English teacher. Now it's time to think about the kind of impact you want to have in the world. What kind of legacy will you leave? What kind of path will you forge? Because what you do from here on out is completely up to you. You have and will have for the remainder of your life important choices to make. Some will work out well. Some will likely end up being miserable failures. Some will fall somewhere in the middle, and that's okay. That's life. When things look bleak, as they will from time to time, when you struggle, when your choices don't turn out like you had intended, when you aren't sure you can keep going, remember that your present circumstances are never permanent, that change, whether good or bad, might always be approaching just around the corner. I urge you, do not discount yourselves. Do not discount your potential to impact others or their potential to impact you. Do not discount your strength and your perseverance. I'd like to leave you with these words from Lee, which captures one of the most important lessons you taught me in our time together. I have a new love for that glittering instrument, the human soul. It's a lovely and unique thing in the universe. It is always attacked and never destroyed, because thou mayest. This is where the shared portion of our journey ends. Make a choice to build the life you want. Make a choice to build a life that you love. You have that power. You have that potential. You are enough. In fact, you are just what this world needs right now. Congratulations, class of 2020. I'm proud of you. Dream big, and good luck.
The class of 2020 would like to introduce our salutatorian, Michaela Fantine.
Hello, my name is Michaela Fantine, and I am honored to speak as a salutatorian of the Summit High School class of 2020. I want to thank the teachers, administration, parents, as well as all the important people in our lives that have helped us grow into the young adults we are today. I want to thank Mr. Cherry and Ms. McNeely for taking a personal interest in my future. You pushed me to see my potential when I didn't believe in myself. I also want to thank my parents, family, and friends that have supported me through my high school journey. Your love helped me hope during the difficult times and encouraged me to be my best self. And now to my classmates. We made it. Not the way we expected, but after today, we take the next step to become independent and capable adults, ready to take on the world. We know we are ready to focus on our future, but it can be difficult to look forward without the closure that most senior classes receive. Due to the coronavirus pandemic, we have lost most of the laughs that make the senior experience truly special. We had to sacrifice our senior prom, our senior prank, senior skip day, our last musical, the senior seasons of our spring sports, time with our friends, and a last day of school that we know to cherish and say our goodbyes. But we still have so many memories to fill up the gaps, like going to state for football for the first time ever, volleyball beating Page in the district tournament junior year, marching band competitions, beating Indy in football for the first time, musicals, girls soccer beating Ravenwood freshman year, and Phil the Pineapple, Powder Puff, and finally winning the homecoming float decorating contest. And many more, too many to count. But now, we must realize that this is only the end of the beginning of our lives. For some of us, we continue on to college, others to technical school, the military, or the workforce. Whatever path we choose, it will lead us on the greatest adventure, life. Let us come out of this challenging time stronger and ready to face anything thrown at us. As Neil Gaiman said, the old rules are crumbling and nobody knows what the new rules are. So make up your own rules. My fellow graduates, now is the time that we choose to move forward and make our mark on the world. Congratulations. And now I would like to introduce Ellie Driver, Student Body Vice President.
At this time, I would like to introduce our next salutatorian, Cole Grishkovich.
We have big dreams. Our futures expand from this point, promising to be fuller and richer than anything we've experienced before. We have, we hope, more future than past, and we have now accomplished just enough to fill us with optimism and expectation. We are young and fresh and able, provisioned with a surplus of time and possibility, with the freedom to chase the silliest and most unlikely of our desires, and the certainty that we will catch them. We have big dreams and the means to fulfill them. But I have learned that life begins far before the realization of those dreams. And it's not always a glorious triumph of our wildest expectations over reality. Life is a collection of our small victories. This hit me the other day as I contemplated my own goals to establish a nonprofit for individuals who need but cannot afford therapy, to publish books that will connect myself to people with similar experiences, to become a psychotherapist and help other people build the lives they want to live. Like you, I am actively pursuing my big dreams, and our graduation shows that we're taking responsibility for our futures. But as I contemplated my own, I got to thinking about the unique challenges the coronavirus has brought us. I thought back to 5 years ago, when I washed my hands so obsessively they bled, when I lost sleep to the bedtime rituals that could never truly make the anxiety go away. And it occurred to me that now, even under threat of a global pandemic, I have remained free of compulsive hand washing. I've won a battle in my war against mental illness for the vitality of my mind. I've had the opportunity to witness countless other small victories of my friends and my strangers, auditioning for a musical despite stage fright, turning an AP chemistry grade from a C to an A, sharing an intimately personal story with empathetic peers, going 1 day sober, then 2, then 3, then 118, getting up in the morning. Compared to all our grand plans, these are tiny choices, inglorious, unremarkable, soon forgotten by others and eventually even by the victor. But these are the triumphs that make us who we are. We're graduating. Most likely, this is not the singular moment by which we will remember our lives. No matter how large or small we consider this victory, a million tiny choices brought us here, and millions more will carry us into the future. Caught here in the middle, in the ever-changing present, we take pride in ourselves and each other, and thank everyone who has helped us along the way. So, graduates, let's celebrate not only how far we have come and how much farther we will go, but this present moment of victory. I would like to now introduce Marley Connor, our student body president for the 2019-2020 school year.
I would like to introduce Summit High School's class of 2020 valedictorian, Noah Bell.
Greetings, faculty, administration, family, friends, and the Summit High class of 2020. You know, these really are unprecedented times. I mean, who could have guessed that a bat thousands of miles away would end up stealing half of our senior year? But regardless of these circumstances, we've all been left with many memories from these past 4 years to cherish. I remember, and I'm sure you all do as well, when we were mewling clueless freshmen, stumbling through foreign hallways, not yet plastered with the familiar no course changes after May 24th posters. We were naive, frightened creatures, profoundly disturbed by Mr. Gobert's pinky finger. And yet, over time, we slowly started to grasp the essence of what it meant to be educated, engaged, and nurtured through meaningful experiences, positive relationships, and character development. What it meant to come out of Plato's cave and see the sunlight, or to realize that a loaded baked potato isn't still a potato. The fact is, we learned a few very important quasi-essential things at this institution. I can even count them out on my fingers, which I will. 1, some of us are magicians, capable of making paper towel rolls, soap dispensers, and even entire toilets disappear. 2, it is possible to whistle the Star Wars soundtrack nearly every day without tiring of it. 3, a pineapple makes for a more fearsome mascot than the most brutal ancient Grecian warrior. 4, some thermostats are never to be touched. 5, and finally, this place has been our home for the past 4 years. And it's also a place that we'll probably miss one day, even if we don't realize that now. Typically, in these kinds of speeches, there's a message that comes across the lines of, we made memories here that will last us a lifetime. But that's not really true, is it? Memory is such a fickle, imperfect thing. It is stubborn and weak and inconsistent and sometimes tragic. I know there are some people in our graduating class who won't be here to walk across the stage, whether that be virtually or in July. Humans, both fortunately and unfortunately, are designed in such a way that we sometimes forget and move on. But that doesn't mean it was all pointless, that the precious moments we spent in the youth of our lives are destined to fade away into obscurity. Because really, all the time we spent here has become the catalyst for a series of personal reinventions. We have been transformed and altered in minute and infinitely immense ways. We have grown in maturity and intelligence as standard bearers for the wisdom our mentors and parents have imparted upon us. We fulfilled Summit's own raison d'etre, grasping towards a future that is bright and filled with hope. And it's because of these past 4 years, the Summit class of 2020 will doubtless go on to do great things. Now, don't let me mislead you. It won't be easy. The world is big and scary. And as adults, we will initially be fog-bound with no compass, adrift in a sea with red skies. But even if our memories slowly ebb away, the individual changes we encountered within them won't. They'll journey with us into our tumultuous, uncertain futures, through raging tempests and across unfamiliar settings. And ultimately, the entire rest of our lives are predicated upon them. Trust me when I say these diplomas you are receiving have been well earned, and will be the hallmark of new, promising beginnings. So congratulations, and good luck to you all, the Summit High class of 2020. Now, I'd like to introduce Assistant Principal Dr. Jewel Mason.
The following students have earned the honor of summa cum laude. Brennan Angus, Mia Apple, Noah Bell, Madison Berg, Molly Bowman, Aiden Broom, Colby Bull, Amanda Butler, Lucas Buttry, William Chin, Haley Craig, Aubrey Crawford, Hannah Curtis, Helen Driver, Michaela Fantine, Paula Galeos, Claire Gamlin, Cole Gershkovich, Elias Gerstein, Colin Golias, Amelia Greathouse, Carlin Harrelson, Tara Jones, Elizabeth Lewis, Calvert Lindberg, Joseph Luckens, Mia Martinez, Yulia Melanchenko, Briley Nash, Alexis Nelson, Rushi Patel, Taylor Penning, Abby Sartori, Christina Sheets, Aaron Seaman, Camden Sloan, Holly Smith, Andrew Steverson, Jaden Tadeo, Kaylin Thomas, William Toll, Elizabeth Vinson, May Wallace, Meredith Warren, Julia Weinstein, Anna White, Emily Wilhelm. Congratulations to these students.
Summit High School's class of 2020 was given the opportunity to choose 2 faculty members to read the graduates' names as they cross the stage. The 2 faculty members selected in this honor, Mr. Jacob Burkett and Mrs. Jenny Parkhurst. Please join me as they come to the stage to present the diplomas to Summit High School's class of 2020.
James Lee Adams. Paul Thomas A.G. II. Hayden Christopher Aldridge. Jackson Cord Allen. Marley Monica Anderson. DeAndre Lee Anderson. Brennan Joseph Angus. Mia Apple. Jacob Thomas Armbrust. Kiston Malik Arnold. Jimena Valentina Ayala.
Ashton Michelle Bahan. Chandler Bahan. Evan Cade Baggett. Reese Kane Bailey. Rachel Elizabeth Baldwin. JC Lois Marie Barnes. David Joseph Bell. Noah Wayne Reynante Bell. Robert Hayden Bell. Caitlin Nicole Bennett. Madison Michelle Berg. Catherine Helen Bingham. Kaylee Nicole Bivings. Jordan Elaine Bond. William Edwin Bond. Benjamin Reed Bonson. Molly Grayling Bowman. David Wayne Boyd. Jaden Janelle Brackens. Kylie Lynn Brady. Tyler James Brando. Chenoa Kaya Ione Briggs. Aiden Patrick Broom. Courtney Nicole Brown. Robert Coleman Brown. Taja Michelle Brown. Nathan Morris Buckley. Kyle Roberto Bueno. Colby Charles Bull. Faith Aaron Burnett. Amanda Grace Butler. Lucas Garner Buttry.
Camila Alexandra Cabrera. Colton Wayne Capley. Anna Jean Carden. Demontre Major Carlton. Joseph James Carollo. Katie Isabella Carpenter. Ephraim LeBrons Carter. John Ronan Casey. Emmanuel Casillas. Larissa Janae Cawthon. Olivia Lynn Chapman. Brianna Chavez Reyes. William Menloon Chen. Corinne Grace Cherry. Ethan Bradley Chilton. Nathaniel Adam Chun. Austin Charles Clark. Jordan Robert Clunan. Caroline Grace Coles. Gina Lynn Collins. Marley Drew Connor. Emily Lauren Cook. Julian Christopher Cordell. Mariah Joy Core. Haley Ariana Craig. Aubrey Grace Crawford. Paige Elizabeth Cronkite. Luke Jamie Kraus. Mary Catherine Cullen. Kyla Noel Culver. Haley Dawn Curtis. Hannah Joe Curtis.
Austin Ray Daly. Caroline Grace Darden. Jacob Elijah Darnell. Olivia Catherine Darty. Kelsey Alexandria Davis. Corbin Julius Dawson. David Allen Dayer. Laura Janae De La Vega. Allison Marie DeChesky. Carrie Dale DeHart. Elisa Michelle Demarest. Connor James DeSell. Alexander Ward Dixon. Colin Michael Dietz. Brianna Marie DePaulo. Bethany Elise Dodson. Nathan David Doziak. Isabella Grace Dremel. Helen Elizabeth Driver. Olivia Grace Durr.
Megan Elizabeth Easterday. Caleb Daniel Edens. Cameron Gage Edwards. Raina Nicole Irwin. Brittany Cecilia Lynn Evans. Michaela Marie Fantine. Reese Michael Ferrero. Tyler James Farmer. John Liam Ferris. Ian Isaiah Fernandez. Claire Ariana Fick. Braden Cole Fitzgerald. Cassidy Kathleen Flatt. Anicia S. Fleming. Colby Ryan Fletcher. Mia Celeste Louise Foster. Brandon David Fox. Aaron Michael Franklin. Alexandra Juliet France. Joseph Alexander Fry.
Tylee Harrison Gehring. Paula Michelle Galeas. Claire Marie Gamlin. Jordan Quinn Garcia. Liam Brecken Garner. Josiah Seth Geisen. Jacob Patrick Geitman. Cole Benjamin Gershkovich. Elias James Gerstein. Jack Durden Glenn. Megan Marie Goebel. Cullen James Goliath. Maximiliano Gonzalez Martinez. Javer Ali Gonzalez Rios. Gabby Lane Goodwin. Miles Anthony Grady. Matthew Lane Gray. Amelia Nicole Greathouse. Alexander Scott Griffin. Brenda Gutierrez.
Lucy Grace Hall. Aaron Lee Halverson. Michael Wayne Hampton. Cade Edward Hansen. Carlin Amelia Harrelson. Bobby Zeta Harris. Jack Thomas Hazelrig. Adam Michael Hellquist. Colton Michael Hendricks. Ashlyn Elizabeth Henley. Christopher Caston Hensel. Henry Jermaine Hinton, Jr. Jillian Grace Herring. Jalen Robert Herod. Kaylin Allen Hewitt. Grayson Eric Hill. Brock Alexander Holforty. Stacy Aaron Holt. Kelly Elizabeth Hooper. Jesse Rivers Hule. Julian Isaac Houston. Matthew Allen Hudgens. Garrett Cole Huffstetler. Hayden Blaine Humphrey. Anna Darlene Hunt. Haley Joe Hutchison.
Caleb Edward Jackson. Kennedy Shay Jaros. Brendan Reed Joffs. Garrett Franklin Johnson. Tara Michelle Jones. Gabriel Scott Kading. John Tanner Kamunin. Nawal Kashif. Bailey Ashton Kelly. Clara Jean Kendall. Timothy Cole Kennedy. Angel Elizabeth Kennedy. Ashlyn Storm Kilo. Cameron Elise Kinzer. Mackenzie Marie Kirby. Daniel Dimitri Kirkland. Trey Anthony Jerome Knox. Ashley Taylor Kohler. Megan Ann Kapitsky. Brooke Lynn Kovalkuski. Ryan Patrick Kroll. Justin Thomas Cooter.
Haley Dolores Lacoste. Brian Ladrone de Guevara. Addison Anna Elizabeth Landers. Sandlin O'Neill Lavender. Ashton Steele LaBelle. Nora Annabelle Lee. Noah Ryan Liker. William Ryan Lesko. Elizabeth Joy Lewis. Blake Alexander Lasario. Calvert James Lindberg. Peyton Lily Lindley. Arabella Grace Linger. Alyssa Marie Loy. Joseph Edmund Lukens.
James David Maddox. Brisdania Alvarez Magana. Kaylee Renee Maggi. Mia Jasmine Martinez. LaRoisha Tatiana Alicia Mayberry. Andrew Robert McCall. Aaliyah Natalia McDaniel. Alexandria Miles McTavish. Mallory Lane Meeks. Kelly Danielle Maherd. Yulia Vasilyevna Melenchenko. Zachary James Millage. Tyler Thomas Miller. Race Richard Mingus. Allison May Mollis. Blake Benjamin Money. Carson Presley Moody. Gerardo Daniel Mota. Peyton Lee Mundy. Andrew Jacob Munger. Aubrey Danielle Murphy. Eleni Marie Nader. Briley Ann Nash. Alexis Lee Nelson. Christian Dean Nelson. Calvin Levi Noel. George Samuel Odemegwu. Jacob Matthew Oliasana.
Stephen Earl Pardo III. Ethan Allen Pargman. Gabrielle Claire Park. Rushi Amish Patel. Kaylee Brianna Payne. Bailey Savannah P. Sarah Grace Pecci. Allison Gail Pendergrass. Taylor Grace Penning. Alora May Perkins. Jessica Maya Peterson. Owen Weber Peterson. Mallory Danielle Pewitt. Andrew Christopher Pierce. Robert Harry Plummer IV. Hannah Elizabeth Pollard. Alexis Denise Prather. Brock Cameron Preston. Jonathan Nathaniel Prophet. Ryan Richard Province.
Vivian Quatch. Morgan Isabella Riccozzi. Ethan Alexander Ramirez. Aislinn Mary Regal. Caitlin Nicole Reeves. Rady Reichard. Austin Shay Rennie. Ian Robert Rice. Henry Scott Richardson. Haley Christine Roach. Trinity Akaya Deborah Robertson. Amani Andrea Robinson. Connor Clay Robinson. Megan Elizabeth Robinson. Juliana Alicia Rodriguez. Riley McKay Rollison. Merrill Evan Ruhlman. Colin Wayne Rummage. Wesley Andrew Rummage.
Sarah Abigail Salmon. Vanessa Sanchez. Abby Lynn Sartori. Shaylin Nicole Sawyers. Chase Allen Schmidlin. Jacob Tyler Schneeweiss. Adeline K. Schneider. Barbara Cheyenne Scott. Carly Allison Scott. Kendra Elizabeth Scott. McGuire Gavin Scruggs. Isabella Anna Sepulveda. Nicholas J. Scarlatta. Leor Israel Shakar. William Race Shake. Christina Marie Sheets. Eli Theodore Shirk. Stephanie Nicole Short. Erin Rebecca Seaman. Gabriel Robert McHill Sipos. Camden Edward Sloan. Cameron Lane Smiley. Autumn Ray Smith. Holly Nicole Smith. Serena Dominique Smith. Blake Allen Swallow. Benjamin Neal Solomon. Colby Brett Stallings. Caleb Seth Stanley. Sydney Rose Stats. Robert Michael Stevenhagen. Parker Caroline Stewart. Andrew Lee Stiverson. Aiden Ernest Stewart.
Jaden Michael Taddeo. Angelo Nash Terabay. Gunnar Nicholas Terhune. Kaylin Suzanne Thomas. Emma Grace Thomas. Colton Lee Thomason. William Alexander Toll. Lennon Rafael Torres. Mackenzie Lynn Trumbo. Justin Thomas Turner. Anastasia Rianne Tyndall. Lydia Francisca Ubera. Bailey Evan Valade. Chaz Parker Vance. Noah Patrick Van Fleet. Trevor Ray Vanoy. Caroline Alyssa Vargo. Billy Javier Vega. Shauna Ray Beltry. Marissa Cyan Vincent. Elizabeth Danielle Vinson. Nicholas Sage Byers.
Gregory Arthur Walker. May Louise Wallace. Kai Taylor Ward. Meredith Avery Warren. Carson Daniel Watkins. Aaron Tyler Way. Julia Ann Weinstein. Hayden Edward Wenzicki. Megan Nicole Wentz. Anna Brooke White. Grace Maureen Wiggins. Jack Thomas Wiggins. Emily Ann Wilhelm. Corey Anthony O'Shea Williams. Nathan Matthew Willis. Abby Janice Wilson. Madeline Paige Wallenhup. Joseph Domenico Woody. Grant Patterson Woosley.
Summit High School's choir will now perform the alma mater, and the words will be on your screen.
On our county's southern border, there our colors fly. Proudly stands our alma mater on a hilltop high. We will ever stand as Spartans, wave our orange and blue. Hail to thee, our Summit High School, to thee ever true.
By the authority vested in me by the Governor of the great state of Tennessee, the Honorable Bill Lee, Tennessee's Commission of Education, Dr. Penny Schwinn, Williamson County School Board Chairman Gary Anderson, Director of Williamson County Schools Jason Golden, I confer the appropriate diplomas to the class of 2020. Please move your tassel to the left, and congratulations, Summit High School's class of 2020. Thank you all for attending Summit High School's virtual graduation.